Hi. Hard work is the key to success. This is such a common phrase. We've all said it. We've said it to ourselves. We've said it to our children. It's embedded in our minds as though there is nothing beyond hard work. And I know of hundreds of people who have worked so hard in their lives, yet they haven't achieved much. Why? What's the reason? Let's get into it. You see, there is one very important factor which we often miss out. And I would say, if not more important, it's equally important. That other factor is your own critical voice, the voice inside your head. Now, what's this voice inside your head? It's the voice which is given to you by your own parents, maybe your guides, usually in childhood, your coaches, your teachers. The way they talk to you, the way they motivate you or demotivate you. I'll tell you the story of the Miracle Mile. It's called the Miracle Mile. It's not really a story, it's a true story. You see, just before 1954, the world-class runners, they used to think that it was impossible to run a mile in less than 4 minutes because 4 minutes was the benchmark. Nobody had run, in less than 4 minutes. So in the 1954 Olympics, in Vancouver, Roger Bannister was against John Landy. And in this race, Bannister decided that he would remove the self-imposed constraint that he had on his mind. So you see, everything else was the same. The shoes were the same, the surface was the same, the equipment, the training, everything was the same. And when the race took place, can you believe it? Roger Bannister broke the record. He ran in less than 4 minutes. He was the winner. And this fraction of a moment has been frozen in history. There is still a statue of this in Vancouver, it's called the Miracle Mile. This is just one example. Talk about Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth Taylor, you all know, is a famous Hollywood actor. She was supposed to be the most beautiful woman in the world, but she had such self-sabotaging, thoughts in her minds that it really led to her being devastated later in life. Now let's see what are the traits of people who have a low self-esteem, who have low critical voices that pull them down. Let's talk about them. There are a few things that I can talk about. The first one is they're usually in a very victim state. They're in a victim state. They always put the blame on others for whatever has happened in their life. I didn't win because there was partiality, or maybe if I had more money, if I had better parents. So they always put the blame game. The second trait is they usually think of themselves as martyrs. They want to be sacrificing for everything. I'll eat in the end, I'll give up my part, and so on and so forth. And the third important trait is they have a very low self-worth. They don't consider themselves, they have an inferiority complex, and to hide that, they're often sometimes very aggressive. They sometimes can even be abusive. Now let's not get into this, because today now I'm going to give you some really good news. What's the good news? The good news is that you can just reprogram your mind, and you can absolutely change your inner critical voices. You can even do it for your children. Now how to do it? I'm going to tell you two ways. The first one is milk your passion. You must have, I'm sure everybody has a passion in life. If you don't, you better have it. So whatever's been your passion in life and you have maybe tucked it away somewhere in the cupboard or in the closet, take it out. Your passion, dust it, give it a new life and start living your passion, whether it's music, whether it's drawing, painting, or cooking, or learning a new language, a new skill, whatever it has been. Declare it to yourself that you're going to work on it. Declare it to yourself, to your family, and to the world. Work on your passion. And when you do that, you'll start loving yourself, because you're going to love, you're going to enjoy so much, you're really going to give you a real push. And the second one, live in awareness. Sit down, close your eyes for a few minutes in the morning. When you're in the meditative state, think of those critical voices. What do they say to you? I can't do this, you're not good enough, that's impossible for me. You can even write them down and just change them completely. Live in awareness all the time. See that your critical voices don't pull you down. See that they pull you up, and you will be a clear winner. You can do that for your children as well. All the best. Do take a minute to subscribe, and let's connect. Do write down your comments in the box below so that we can be more interactive. Bye.